How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Vincent Price Ultimate Action Figure. Super excited to have this one in my collection. Since they first announced this, I was super excited to see this or to get it into my hands. I did pick this up from the folks over at the last toy store, and I believe as of now, if you're looking for this yourself, I believe they still have it on their website. So I will leave a link to that in the description. This figure did release in 2024, but I only recently got it. I believe it came in January, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, guys, so let's go ahead and get a quick look around the box. We'll open it up and get a better look at the figure. So for starters, guys, I have to say I love the box art. I mean, it's just that portrait of Vincent Price looks absolutely incredible. NECA did a bang-up job of that. Love the red coloring, and then the Vincent Price signature there, Ultimate Action Figure. On the side, same shot as the front cover, and yeah, Vincent Price Ultimate Action Figure, NECA. And on the back, several photo shots of the figure. I believe this isn't depicting any one particular role that Vincent Price has done. It's more of a sort of like, I guess, a portrait, because I believe it has several different eras of Vincent Price as he's gotten older. But yeah, super excited about this one, guys, as I believe this has a lot of stuff with it. Another photo shot from the front cover, Vincent Price signature, Ultimate Action Figure, NECA. So, get a quick preview. The full profile shot there of the figure, and then there's the figure in all its glory, guys. And as you can see from here, he's got a ton of stuff. So, let's go ahead and get him opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and get right to it. So for starters, I have to say, looking at the figure outside the box, yeah, NECA did a great job with this. I am super hyped for this figure. It looks absolutely incredible. The head sculpt, I mean, it just looks great. I mean, NECA really killed it with this head sculpt, in my opinion. As for the head does rotate all the way around. Does not look down too much, and doesn't, well, looks up a little bit, but not too much. It does have a little bit of a tilt, not too much. Huh, that's interesting. One side, not so much, but the other side has a better head tilt. So that's kind of interesting, but that's kind of cool too. He still has a bit of a head tilt. This head sculpt, the default one, he's kind of looking off to the side, giving you that look. Very nice. As for the arm articulation, arm does come up 90 degrees, does rotate all the way around, and it looks like there's a single joint in the elbow. Does feel like the elbow does rotate, but it's a little stiff, so I don't want to force it, guys. Wrist does rotate all the way around, and the wrist does have a little bit of movement back and forth, which is pretty cool. As for the other arm, guys, same thing. Does come up 90 degrees, does rotate all the way around. Single joint in the elbow, and yeah, this one actually is a little bit easier to rotate. So yeah, there is a rotation in the elbow, and then there is rotation in the wrist. And this wrist goes back and forth, no problem. Yeah, before I move on, guys, I really like the look of this. The jacket, everything looks really nice. I mean, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but you can see like the wrinkles and the creases in the jacket. And yeah, just really solid detail, guys. It's a bit of a soft plastic, so that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, there's not too much in the way of crunching down or back. There's a little bit crunch forward, but not back all that much. There is some rotation, it feels like. Okay, nice. Yeah, there is some torso rotation, which is pretty cool. As for the leg articulation, leg does come up. Not too much, more than likely because of the way the jacket's molded. Does go back, not too much. Seems there's a single joint in the knee. Knee has, looks like it does have some rotation, but I don't want to force it and have a video for, guys. There's a little bit of a rotation up in the upper thigh. As for the foot, looks like there is some rotation. I don't want to force it, guys. It feels kind of stiff once I get to a certain point, but there's not much of a back and forth. And there's a little bit of an ankle rocker, not too much. As for the other leg comes up, not too much, and really doesn't come back all that much, again because of the way the jacket's molded. Single joint in the knee, Knee does, again, knee does feel like it has some rotation, but I don't want to force it, guys. There is a little bit of rotation up here at the upper thigh, and there is some rotation in the foot, but yeah, doesn't go too much. More than likely, maybe because of the way the pants are molded, but also, I mean, I guess he could do the splits, but not really because of the jacket. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get him off to the side and get a better look at his accessories. As for his accessories, guys, as mentioned before, he does come with quite a bit. First and foremost, he does come with 5 extra hands, and a lot of these are pretty much like gripping hands for the accessories. It looks like with similar degrees of how like open or closed they are. But yeah, I love the coloring on these and the veins. Like NECA did a great job with the detail on these. So yeah, we have one that's more of a closed gripped hand, and this one is a different sort of gripped hand. Then we also have 2 similar gripping hands. The one that's a little bit more open, and then there's one that's a little bit more closed, but it's posed a little bit differently. But still, the color and the vein like effects or detail. I mean, NECA just did a bang up job of that. I really, really dig it. It looks really, really nice. Really, really solid, guys. And finally, the last hand sculpt or hand that he comes with is again, it's more of a gripping hand, but a different degree of gripping, I guess. And you'll see with some of the accessories that he comes with, this makes sense. But again, really solid, guys. I think they did a great job. You can see the nail there. I mean, yeah, the creases or the veins in the hand and everything looks really, really nice. Really, really stellar. And up next, guys, he does come with a single candle, and I think this is really, really solid. I think NECA did a great job of the I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but NECA did a great job of the candle melting the wax effect there. That's really nice, and the little flame there is pretty nice. I would be very careful with the flame up top here because I feel like it's pretty it could be kind of flimsy and it could break easily. But yeah, just overall, I love the detail on this. NECA really, really did a bang up job of this. Right up next, guys, he comes with a little teacup and saucer. Really, really nice. I love the detail on this. I think it's really, really solid. You can see it has the tea in there, but really, really cool. The only thing that I would be very careful with is like it's a separate pieces, so I could see losing this part of it. But really, really nice. I like that NECA included it with this figure. It looks pretty solid. The detail on the plate's pretty nice too. I mean, it's just plain, but yeah, really nice, guys, and it sits on it pretty well. I would just be very careful that you lose it. And up next, guys, he also comes with a cookbook, which is really, really cool cooking price wise, and it's got Vincent Price there on the cover. I mean, it's kind of small, but I mean, it's really, really nice. Vincent says Vincent Price there. Yeah, just really, really cool. I'm glad NECA included this with this release. It's actually pretty nice. It's kind of funny in my opinion, but it's like really, really cool, I think. And then as you can see the paper grain there, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but it's pretty solid, guys. And then yeah, I just the level of detail I have to give it to NECA. Like I don't know how they do it where they get it that small, like the printing and stuff, but it's really, really nice, guys. And up next, guys, he also comes with a stack of records. And yeah, I have to say this is really, really cool. It says Vincent Price. I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough. It's pretty small. Witchcraft Magic, I think that's what it says. It's got Vincent Price there. You can see one of the vinyl records is like right there, but this is really cool. I hadn't seen NECA release this with any other figure. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can actually tell me in the comments if NECA's ever done a vinyl or vinyl accessory with any of their other releases, but I thought this was really, really cool. I like that it's you can actually feel the I guess the pressing. It's really, really nice, guys. Really solid. Now up next, guys, he does come with 4 of these. They're actually little mini cigarettes, like a cigarette accessory. These are tiny. Nice detail, but they're pretty tiny. I would be very, very careful with these. He does come with 4. That's probably why NECA gave you 4, because you're more than likely going to lose these. And yeah, there is a hand that should be able to hold this. I believe it's this one. And so if you want to pose them with a cigarette, I guess this would be the hand. I'm not too sure, but yeah, these are really nice. I like the detail on these. You can see the ash there at the very end, but yeah, be very careful with these because they are, as you can see, they're pretty tiny, so I would not be surprised if people would lose these. Up next, guys, Similar to the recently released Invisible Man second variation, NECA did do something similar with this guy where you can remove the collar and replace it with a different collar. By that, they released him with a tie. Um, so basically, what you would do if you saw that review, you would just pop off the head, remove the collar, and then you put this one on, put the head back on, and not only this one, but they also released him with a bow tie as well. Really cool that NECA went the extra mile and included two of these. I thought that was pretty cool, and I have to say they must have learned from the other release because these are a little bit thinner and smaller as opposed to what they released with the Invisible Man. I felt it was a little bit more bulky, which kind of hindered the head articulation a little bit. But yeah, these look really cool. I like the black tie. If I was to display them, I'd probably display them with the black tie. But yeah, what's really cool is you can see the buttons there, and yeah, as I said, you just pop the head off, remove the collar, pop this back on, and then pop the head back on. So really glad that NECA included this with this release. Really, really solid, guys. And up next, guys, he also comes with a skull, which I thought was really, really cool. This one looks really, really nice, guys. I mean, NECA, I mean, they release them with the Predators all the time, so you know they got that down to a science with the skulls and everything. But yeah, this one also has mouth articulation, which was pretty cool. You can see some teeth are missing there. Just really, really overall solid, solid piece, guys. I'm really glad they included this with this figure. And the other thing I thought that was kind of cool when I was looking at the skull, has a hole there, so maybe you can use this as a swappable head for Vincent Price, maybe, or another figure. Who knows? I haven't tried it yet. I might have to try it and check it out. But yeah, really solid, guys. I love the coloring on this. Looks really, really nice. The detail is really, really solid. And up next, guys, he does come with an alternate forearm. What do I mean by that? I mean, he actually comes with an alternate forearm. Yeah, a swappable forearm. I really, really dig this. Why would he come with this, you ask? You see the two little peg holes there? Well, it's because he also comes with a raven. And I have to say, this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. Love the detailing in the feathers. I mean, just overall, just beautiful, beautiful sculpt. I mean, I'm glad that they released this with this figure. I mean, look at the eye there. Just absolutely beautiful, guys. And as you can see, there's two little pegs there, and there's two peg holes there. So basically what you would do is you'd peg the two feet into it. Now does feel like it's a little hard to get the pegs to fit in, so be very careful with that, guys, because I can see the pegs breaking, so be very careful with that. But yeah, basically you put it on there, and then yeah, he'd be sitting on his forearm. Really, really solid, guys. I think NECA did a great job of including this with this release. Alright, guys, we're down to the final three accessories, and up next we're going to go ahead and take a look at one of the face sculpts, the alternate head sculpts actually. And yeah, this is more of the, I guess, I don't know if this would be the younger version as opposed to the defaulted head sculpt, but yeah, really, really solid, guys. Again, NECA did a beautiful job with the capturing the likeness of Vincent Price, in my opinion. This is definitely one of, I guess, the younger head sculpts, obviously, but yeah, just the level of detail, just, I mean, NECA kills it every single time. I love this figure so much so far. It's if I would have gotten this figure last year, it probably would have been my number one. But yeah, I mean, still, this figure's pretty solid. And up next, guys, we have the final head sculpt. When this one is portraying Mr. Price, obviously in his older years or later on in his career. But just, yeah, again, the level of detail that NECA captured for his likeness is absolutely spot on, in my opinion. I think they did a beautiful job all the way around with this figure, and the detail and stuff like that. The hair looks great. I mean, it's Vincent Price. I mean, it's crazy to say that I have a Vincent Price figure. I mean, I think NECA just really killed it with this release, in my opinion. I think this is, I mean, just I'm completely floored by how well this one turned out. And finally, guys, for the last accessory that he comes with, I saved this for last, obviously, because for me this is going to be the best accessory. It is a black cat. Obviously, I am absolutely over the moon excited that they released they released this figure with this cat. Yeah, absolutely incredible. I love the detailing on this. The fur looks great. The detailing in the fur looks great, and then just the face, the cat eyes right there, and the little smile. And then the tail is a bit of a soft plastic. It doesn't pose or anything. It's just kind of there. There's no bendy wire or anything like that. And it's a solid piece, so it just lays down next to Vince, I guess. But yeah, super excited that NECA included this with this figure. So for size comparison, guys, I did want to bring in another horror icon. I thought I would bring in the lovely Elvira to go along with Vincent Price here. Only reason being is because I feel like they're two true icons of horror. Obviously, horror host and a true icon of horror, Vincent Price. Just to show the size comparison, I think with the heels and then the hair, she's definitely going to be taller than Vince. But yeah, I mean, I love the way Vincent Price turned out. I think NECA did an incredible job. I mean, I've said before with the Elvira sculpts, like they captured Elvira's likeness to a T. I think they did that again here with Vincent Price. I am super, super stoked to have this guy as a part of my collection now. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the figure here. Are you a fan of Vincent Price? Which is your favorite Vincent Price film? Mine is The Last Man on Earth. It's based off of the I Am Legend book, and yeah, I really love that film. It gives me early Night of the Living Dead vibes. If you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. And yes, the this film actually came out before Night of the Living Dead, so like when I watch it, it gives me that kind of vibe though. So, but yeah, that's probably gonna be my favorite film. Other than that, let me know in the comments which is your favorite film of Vincent Price or which is your favorite role of his. Beyond that, are you planning to pick up this figure if you find it in the wild? Or as I mentioned, it is at the last toy store as of the recording of this video. You can still order it from them. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go check that out if you're interested in picking one up. But yes, I definitely had to pick this up when I saw it get announced from NECA. I think it's absolutely an incredible release, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next. I know they did announce the Peter Cushing Van Helsing, so I got that on pre-order, so I'm super excited to have that coming in, and they got some other cool stuff that's coming down the pipeline. But I'm kind of curious if NECA would do some other sort of iconic figures that are not like straight up, like characters from movies. Like they would just do like how they did Vincent Price here. I'm curious if would ever do like a true to life Boris Karloff or a true to life Lon Chaney, and it's just or something like that. I think that would be kind of interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you think NECA should do more of iconic type celebrity figures or horror celebrity figures? Yeah, just let me know in the comments. I'd be curious. Beyond that, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again for coming back and for the continued support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Seriously, can't thank y'all enough. Again, to say I'm excited to have this in my collection is a huge understatement because this figure absolutely is amazing. And truly, guys, y'all absolutely rock, and I cannot thank y'all enough for the support. Until then, we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and have a good one.